Welcome to Two Poor Artists, where we're poor at eating cheese, but mostly we're poor at making art. My name's Benj.
And my name is Isaac. And this week we are choosing to celebrate not our state of the United States, but one of the other great 50 states of the United States. I'm just fumbling over my words. We're talking about Wisconsin, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody knows that Wisconsinites like cheese.
Yeah, we just call them cheeseheads.
Cheeseheads is, I think, what they affectionately call themselves, actually.
I'm sure they wear if you go to Wisconsin, every single person has a cheesehead. They're wearing the cheese
Yeah, they all have
hats
cheeseheads. It's a fact. Yeah. I mean, they're nicknamed America's Dairyland.
Mm-hmm.
And this pretty much concludes what you and I really know about Wisconsin.
Yeah.
There's a couple other little things.
Like, I have family in Wisconsin, and I've been there before.
Yeah.
But
I have not. But I have friends.
But it's just cheese.
I have a friend who lives there.
You go there, every meal, you eat cheese. Everything you do.
Like, they invented cheese curds and milk, I think.
They made it, yeah.
Probably the first people to
ever
reach down and milk an udder.
And then turn it into cheese.
That's really the important part that they brag about. You don't want to brag as a state about being the first one to touch an udder.
No. But the first one,
America's udder squeezers. Like, that's not a good tagline for the license plate or anything.
But the inventors of cheese.
Yeah, they can be proud that they let the milk spoil, and
like other people try to claim that. Places that are like, well, we've been eating cheese for thousands of years. Wisconsin's only a couple hundred years old. Yeah, and we're like, but we invented it.
But you have other things. They just have cheese.
Yeah.
They take precedent.
Yeah.
I think.
They just invented it better and later.
But we're not talking about Wisconsin today just because of our limited knowledge. Why would we pick it if that was the only reason?
Yeah. Well, I mean, why do we do most of what we do?
I'm not really sure. But the reason we're talking about Wisconsin today, because dear old baby Josh.
Yep.
That's a pretty fair description, because I still think of him like he's 7.
Yep.
But apparently he's
not
old enough to spread his wings and leave the nest for the northern the hills.
That corner is going to feel so empty.
Yeah, Josh,
in this room.
In case you're not picking up on what I'm trying to say poorly, Josh is going off to college. He's going to the foothills of Cheeseland. Where the udders overfloweth the buckets and the cheeseheads roam free.
Yeah, it's like a little taste of the moon.
Yep, it's like taking a bite out of the moon, except it was invented in Wisconsin.
Yes. I mean, the moon was invented in Wisconsin, too.
That's what I've heard. Yeah, they formed it and pushed it up.
Yep, they send it off. They milked so many cows to make the moon.
What an act of milky goodness. But Josh, the corner, Josh, I don't know what we're going to do without you over there. That corner is going to get cold and lonely without you sitting in it.
I need to decorate it or something.
I think we can just find a replacement until Josh graduates, can't we? Yeah,
maybe we can hire someone. Anybody looking for a job? It pays real bad.
Real bad, and the perks are also real bad.
Yep.
Like, are you the kind of person who's like, I don't really care about money, and I feel like it's my service to the art community that I want to really do.
Have you ever had like a dead-end job that like you're overworked, underappreciated, underpaid, and all you do is look at bad art all day? And have you ever like been like, oh yes, the dream job?
Yeah, it's like,
this is what I've always wanted.
You've got two options if that's what you want. You can pretty much become a museum security guard, or you can warm our corner with your behind.
Yeah. Although I hear security guards get paid.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. It's not like it's a big perk. You gotta look at real bad art then. Like, at least we're like purists, and you can learn, you can pick up some advice from us and stuff. What's a museum got? It's got like
They got like those single lines on a white piece of paper.
oh gosh, yeah. You just get upset
Yeah.
doing your job every day.
It's just like a banana on the wall that somebody comes by and eats one day.
Yeah, and you're
like,
supposed to try to stop
"What
them,
is
but
that?"
wait, is that part of the
Yeah,
art? Or...
well, I'm pretty sure that's the artist. They came in.
Yeah, but they're
earlier.
pretending like they're a random, you know.
Yeah, and you're just like, I don't. And plus, at the same time, you're like, I kind of hope that banana gets like you don't want it there anymore.
Yeah.
Starting to stink up.
If it stays on the wall, yeah, like you're gonna be stuck like dealing with it because it's gonna start to rot and drip and mold, and you're gonna have to be like, well.
And at some point, you're just like, well, I guess I should take it down. You can't really call this art anymore.
Yeah.
And then you get fired just for trying to make the place a decent environment.
You can come intern as a corner warmer. At the Two Poor Artists Studio.
Yeah, or you can watch us draw pure art.
Send us your credentials, your resumes, your what is it? Your references. Yeah.
Yep. Preferably from a famous artist.
Yeah.
Those are the references we most enjoy throwing away.
Exactly right. We like to spit on them. Use them as toilet paper, if you will.
I mean, now if this is like a true artist, someone that only uses ballpoint pen and black ink, then that's a different story. But there's so few of us out there.
Yeah. When's the last time you saw a true artist other than us? You don't?
I've never.
Yeah, like every once in a while you see something and you're like, look, it's in black and white. Oh, but I bet, you can see the eraser marks.
Yeah, they use charcoal.
And pencil and marker and
the proper shading. I mean, what garbage
if you're not
is that?
using the worst tools for art and making the rules the hardest rules, are you really even?
No, it's not even real art.
It's not. Disgraceful.
You got to do no erasing, ballpoint pen. And also, if you have the option, get just a terrible tablet that is not synced well. Like, we could probably fix it.
But again, that would detract
we won't.
from the art. Now, this is not a Pizza Head man.
No, of course.
This is a Wisconsinite. A Wisconsineer.
Right.
A citizen of the state of Wisconsin.
Yeah, a cheesehead.
A cheesehead, yeah, as they... like I said, we're not like if you call somebody a cheesehead, it's like that's kind of mean, right? Like if your kid calls your like another kid a cheesehead, you're gonna be like, no, now little Timmy, don't be calling people cheeseheads.
Until you find out that they're from Wisconsin.
Yeah, and then you call them a cheesehead too.
Yeah,
you're like, oh, you're one of those people.
One of those cheeseheads. But of course, I mean, it's pretty easy to spot someone from Wisconsin because they have a cheese head.
Yeah, like, is there any other state you're going to walk in and there's, like, even a chance somebody's going to have cheese on their head? Probably not.
Yeah. I mean, maybe if you see somebody that came from Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's like it's like the code. They're like, you walk over, you sniff their head, they sniff your head. It's like how dogs greet each other, but you don't have to do that really because it's just so darn obvious.
Yeah,
if you want to know like what kind of cheese they have, but
yeah, because there's a lot of kinds of cheeses, and Wisconsin is not picky. It's not like they're the cheddar capital of the world. It's just cheese, all cheese.
That's exactly right, Benj.
This guy is kind of diagonal.
Well, yeah, I guess he is. But let's just take a moment to understand that he's from Wisconsin. And when you have a big block of cheese on your head, sometimes you stand a little diagonal.
Right, yeah.
Like if you strapped like a bowling ball to your head, like you take one little misstep, your whole body's going left or right.
I mean, that's why the Leaning Tower of Pizza is leaning, right? Because it has so much cheese on the top of it.
That was my understanding, was after Wisconsin invented it, they just filled the tower with it.
Yeah. Because, you want to get that, real deep dish pizza.
That's exactly right. History books have it wrong. I don't really know how to explain that this guy is leading though.
Like just a little bit.
Yeah.
You can make one leg longer than the other.
Yeah, I could, but that would just be. I think I've got an idea. It's not a good idea or anything. V-neck.
Oh, well, okay. Like I thought he was wearing a turtleneck.
Yeah, no, it's a V-neck.
So what's that neck?
It's a.
The real. I mean, it's already long. Like even if it was a turtleneck, but like at least
It helped. See, I'll just put some hair. Hair covers a multitude of sins. Chest hair covers even more than most. Yeah, because like if you have like a body, you're like a dude, and you have like a body that's like no one would call fit, but you just covered in hair, like too much hair,
right,
like an Italian,
like Sasquatch,
saber-toothed wolf, bear.
Your favorite is?
Yeah, it is. That's a Siberian bear. But like people stop talking about how unfit you are, and they start talking about how much hair you have.
Yeah. I guess there's truth to that.
Like it doesn't really solve either problem. It just kind of creates
like
a new
it's
one.
worse,
But it
it's
covers.
Just, yeah, I mean, I guess it like hair could look better than fat.
You say that with such hesitation.
Well, I just hair's pretty gross too.
Yeah. Well, hang on, because I have both. So we're not those kind. You're a hairy man.
Me?
Look at your face.
Oh yeah, I guess my face. I don't have chest hair like at all.
You have like at least one.
Do I?
Well, unbutton a couple. I mean, let's
You
see.
won't see any hair.
You're actually doing it. I'm surprised. I
see any hair?
see one. I do. I see one. How weird. Yeah, that's been a long time since
I'm not a chest hair.
You're not a V-neck kind of guy. I don't. It's usually buttoned up.
Yeah.
You don't do the top button thing because you're not like that socially.
Yeah, I don't want to choke myself.
Yeah, exactly. Who does that? If you're looking for some advice today, because we're all about that, stop buttoning the top button.
Yeah, if you're buttoning the top button,
Stop.
yeah, just why do that to yourself? Like a turtleneck would be more comfortable than that.
It would, and it is.
Like even when I wear a tie, I don't button the top button. I just put the tie on and make it comfortably loose.
Well, because you're like a normal human.
Yeah, and like it covers up. Like people wouldn't even necessarily know the top button's not buttoned. I mean, I guess if you like got your shirts like custom made just for you, you could probably make it comfortable with the top button buttoned.
Maybe, but then you have to look like that. Like
Yeah.
it's not like a good look. Like show off that chest,
I
man.
mean, I'm not even showing off my chest with
You're not.
the button.
I know.
It's just like I'm not. Like, if I button the top button, which I'm doing right now,
It looks painful. Don't hurt yourself.
like now it's weird. Like it's practically like I'm wearing a turtleneck.
It is.
Like it's just
Yeah, it looks uncomfortable. You look
look
like
uncomfortable.
You look like your IQ went up 20 points, but your EQ went down like 100.
Well, and if I may look smarter, but I'm not smarter because like I can't turn my neck anymore, not comfortably. Like I'm a bus driver. I can't just not be able to turn my head.
What kind of job allows you to button the top button? Like, what kind of jobs do you just need like zero mobility for?
Probably
programmer.
most office jobs.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, that's the picture you get when you picture like somebody with a top button.
Yeah.
It's like the guy who doesn't even realize it's a problem. Yeah, who sits in front of a desk in a cubicle all day
Right.
and doesn't want to like can't breathe properly.
Yeah.
Develops like asthma because of his top button.
You could do it if you like wanted to be like a weird teacher. You know, like you never turn your neck; you turn your whole body every time.
Ooh, that'd be super
Like
creepy.
it would just be, you know, like you're writing on the board, and then your students do something, you turn the whole body around.
You'd feel like some kind of weird like robot.
Yeah.
You'd feel like. Okay, so let's just take a second to acknowledge that I tried to make this guy have an ear, but it looks like it's coming out of his eye.
Yeah,
I drew the ear first. Ear first
And-
style is not recommended.
and like his whole face is a nose.
I tried to put a mouth here.
Yeah, but that's his nostril.
It's
Like
not.
it's like look at it. Like okay, like
Help me fix the ear.
I'm nose first.
If I put another ear
strategy.
back here, it won't help.
No, yeah, because like my people are basically all nose, and I acknowledge that. But it's somehow better than this.
I don't deny that fact.
Yeah, you can't fix that ear. Like the thing is, the hair, like ears go in the hair. Like your hair goes behind and in front of your ear. This guy hair is like he has like a mohawk and then an ear that is attached to his eye.
Yeah, let's not look at him too much. Let's focus more on what's happening.
And
in
he's like a
Wisconsin.
bird man.
He's also really small for some reason.
And his nose is so far down.
You know what he needs? A cheesehead. Fixes all.
He's also tiny.
Here, we'll just make this like in free fall. He's
Like
about to be united with his.
this cheese guy is so much bigger than this guy.
Yeah, he is. I think it might just be like a perspective thing.
Okay.
Like he's
He's just a lot closer. Like they're not talking to each other.
no. He's like observing this from afar. I don't even know how to explain it. Just
It's the cheese guy like summoning cheese.
I think it's just what happens in Wisconsin.
It just rains cheese.
Like if they had their way it would,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah. I mean, they probably invented something that like turns all water into milk and cheese hails from the sky.
Yeah, that's what I would do if I was in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
This is what Josh is going to do. We're going to see Josh next time. He's going to look like this dude on the left.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to have sprouted some chest hair and cheese head.
Yeah. Now, I haven't seen Josh's chest anytime recently.
Anytime in life?
Recently.
Oh, okay.
But he probably has more hair than me.
I'm actually a bit shocked by how little chest hair you have. Might just be because you have a lot on your face.
Yeah. I practically have no chest hair. That is a fact.
Yeah, I have.
But
I have a lot.
But other members of my family do.
Maybe that's the other thing too. Like, it's fascinating to me in your family how like I can tell you're all related, but you're like you have like a lot of diversity like in your like immediate family,
Which is weird because it's like both my dad and my mom are both like 50% German.
yeah.
So it's like they like you would think, oh, there's not that much diversity in our ancestry.
Who knew the Germans were so?
But
I guess they did like conquer and pillage and
Yeah. That
marry
they
off
did.
and stuff.
My dad's side of the family has some Native American in it. And it's actually one of those rare instances where people like say we're 1/8 Cherokee and actually mean it and don't just claim it because it's easy to claim yourself Cherokee royalty.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't really know what's happening in this picture. I've just realized. I know it's Wisconsin. You can tell right away that this is Wisconsin.
Right,
like
yeah,
if you
this
had
is
to,
Wisconsin.
like if you had to see this and you had to guess
Mhm.
where this was,
Yeah.
you would guess Wisconsin like
Yeah.
immediately. So all the people out there who's like, why are you guys just talking about cheese so much? Because it's what you all associate with in Wisconsin. Like you're proud of it. It's your thing. Like most places don't have a thing. Like what does
Yeah.
Arizona have? We don't have a thing. We have like the Grand Canyon.
Grand Canyon, yeah.
But like we can't be proud of that. We don't wear it on our heads.
Mhm.
Like we can't.
Yeah, what would you wear? A hole?
Yeah, like a carved out canyon on your head. It'd be dumb. At least you have like a cool food.
We have the 5 C's.
That's just like a thing they teach in elementary school. We have what is it? Copper, cotton, cattle,
Climate?
climate, and citrus.
Yeah.
The climate one is just a joke.
Oh, it's
We
not.
have heat.
No, because you go north. We're the only state in all of America that is regularly, like every year, has both the hottest and coldest point at the exact same moment. No one else can claim that.
I suppose that's true. But is that really climate? I think it's just you're consistent to Arizona. Like your climate, you could bet on it.
Well, but it's nice because you live in Arizona, right? And you can, it can be 115 and you're like, oh, I'm dying. And then you drive an hour north and you're like, oh, it's comfortable now.
That is true.
You can't do that. If you're in Texas and it's hot, too bad. You have to leave Texas. And Texas is too big to leave in a day.
Wisconsin is complicated spelling. It is con and sin in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So is this what Josh is going to experience? Like the Arizona boy coming over? First of all, the ear's going to migrate closer to his eyes for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Probably due to some cheese-related trauma.
Right, yeah. Was that supposed to be Josh?
It wasn't supposed to be Josh, but this is just somebody
It's like somebody that represents the possibility of Josh.
Represents the possibility of Josh. Yes, that's what I was going for. I didn't realize.
He has a mohawk and a bird beak and...
You can just tell he's not from Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Mostly because his head is normal.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know why they're on...
Real tiny arms and... He's standing just like a soldier.
Well, there's a bit of fear, it's like that fight or flight.
Yeah,
he's in the
puffing out his chest.
Yeah, he's somewhere in between.
Yeah.
He's definitely afraid, but he hasn't flighted and he's not fighting because look at how big that guy is. He's just in the in-between.
Is this a cheese man that's making it rain cheese?
Yeah, and then he's mesmerized by the chest hair. Jealous because he doesn't have any.
Yeah.
His arm kind of looks like it's on backwards.
It looks like it's not attached at all.
Hand mangler.
It looks like his hand is just on his shirt and then he has a stub.
Maybe it is. Maybe it's maybe he doesn't have a left arm and it's just drawn onto his shirt.
Yeah, so that when he puts his arm down, it looks
from the distance.
from the right angle.
He has a really...
It can look like he has an arm or a hand.
That'd be great.
If I ever lost my hand, I would consider doing that.
I think we'd have to after this.
Yeah, I now that we've said this, I would do it.
All right, deal. If there's ever an accident,
a hand mangler...
Yeah,
we get so famous that people.
Oh man, that's the kind of infamy we were talking about a few episodes ago.
If you want to become
a hand mangler, we're not condoning that you become one.
You come after us, which I understand.
Yeah, we kind of created you. We're part of your origin story.
Preferably, remove our left hands
if you have to choose.
Yeah,
and if we get a choice.
Yeah, we choose our left hands.
Yeah.
Because our right hands are our hand. I understand that that's probably why you would pick the right hand.
There's a whole group of people on the internet now who are so you're saying if we do something to your right hand, this will stop? We won't have to keep watching?
It'll get worse, guys.
Oh, yeah, because we're not going to
stop. We'll use our left hand.
Yep.
That's what we're saying. Get rid of our left hand so at least the art doesn't get even worse.
That's a scary that it's even a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
We should do an episode where we draw with our left hands.
I'm amazed we haven't.
Yeah, that is true.
This is our 117th or something episode.
Yeah, we could call it left hand.
To be so bad.
What would we draw for left hand?
We would draw
soulless people.
Maybe that's when we draw the hand mangler.
Oh yeah,
we haven't done that yet. Or maybe we'll think of something else. I don't know. If you have an idea of what we
pretend we were hand mangled.
Yeah, this is our audition video for if he gets us. Yeah. Don't get our right hands. But if you have an idea of something else we could draw with our left hands, leave us a comment.
Yeah.
And Ben, I think you better start drawing Wisconsin before Josh actually has to leave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wisconsin also has lakes and trees and animals and people.
Don't like most states have that.
Yeah,
list of
but like
things?
they have more water than like
They
Arizona.
have dirt and also some water
Yeah, well,
to keep people alive.
yeah, they have sunshine and McDonald's.
Yeah. Sometimes a human walks by.
Isn't it weird when you go to a different state and they have like different restaurants for some reason? And you're like,
Mm-hmm. And sometimes you like, and then you like find out it's actually the same restaurant.
yeah, like
You're like you walk in and you're like, oh, what's Hardee's? I've never heard of that. And you walk, and then it's like, oh, it's literally just Carl's Jr.
yeah, and then you're like, oh, I wouldn't have gone to Carl's Jr.
Yeah, I would never have picked Carl's Jr.
Yeah, 'cause not that Carl's Jr. is bad.
No, it's just
There's nothing that's
honestly, it's not even that it's worth. It's just more expensive and not better.
Yeah,
Than other places like McDonald's.
yeah. There's just nothing that makes it like special.
Yeah.
Ah, I see. You're drawing a Wisconsin
Yeah.
cheese.
He's gonna be a little bit different because
Oh.
it's still like my style and not your style.
You didn't do eye first. He looks familiar with those eyes. Oh gosh. This is just like a cursed man. He made some like cheese witch upset and she turned his face into a wheel of cheese, but his face is just like, oh my gosh.
He's got a fro.
So it is, you're just going more Josh. Although Josh has the man bun thing.
Mm-hmm.
If there's one thing I hope for you, Josh, in Wisconsin, it's that you replace the man bun with some cheese.
Some cheese.
I mean, you can replace it with anything, really, but we know what it's going to be replaced with. Does your person walk on their arms?
No,
Oh, they're so long.
no, these are normal.
They're
length
long.
arms.
They're so long.
These are normal length arms.
This person is not as... What is that? It's okay.
He's wearing those.
Finish that lie.
He's wearing those Justin
No.
Bieber pants.
No. Those are horrifying. The diaper pants?
Yeah.
Oh, man. What is that? The tail? Oh, no. I thought it was like a curly tail coming out of him. I was like, what the heck? They're the dairy stain on the pig stain. Fix his legs, please. You don't know what we're talking about. Go Google Justin Bieber diaper pants and you'll see.
I like it.
It's like somewhere in between a potato sack and pants.
He's gonna wear a belt
Oh my gosh. This guy is horrifying.
and
He looks like he's in a potato sack. Like someone hasn't finished unwrapping him yet.
the belt like comes up
What
like
in
weirdly.
the heck is it's like a Ninja Turtle belt, like a karate belt that someone didn't
It's
tie
just
properly.
Like, it's trying to hold the pants up. They don't have belt buckles. You just
Why not? Why not? Is that a Wisconsin thing?
no, he just he bought them. They didn't.
You know,
They didn't quite fit, but
I
they didn't
felt
have belt
kind of bad
buckles.
about just drawing like a crazy cheese person to represent Wisconsin.
Mhm.
This person is terrible, not because of their face being made of cheese. Their fashion sense alone is something to be like
concerned about.
scorned. This is a piece of pie you just drew.
That's cheese.
It has crust. Like, it's not the
It's
cheese
crusty
wheel.
cheese. Yeah.
I guess that is like a thing. The waxy.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh,
Yeah.
cheese is weird. Cheese is so weird. I'm like, how did people do it so long? Like, what? I know a lot of invention in the past that like we have today, which I'm sort of thankful for because I like cheese, but it's like because of something horrifying in the past. Like, we got all these cows that needed milking, and now we're just gonna stick the buckets in the barn for a long time. And then they came back and like, you know, like they died of like, you know, what people died of back then, like cholera, or, you know, got like a paper cut and didn't have Neosporin or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, someone came back and they're like, look at this barn full of buckets. I thought he was a milk farmer, but he's got something weird in here. It's got holes in it. If it was Swiss cheese, I'm guessing this is like a Swiss farmer in Wisconsin.
Swiss farmer.
In Wisconsin, where it was invented.
Right. Yeah. not
Yeah, but like,
Switzerland.
you know, it's like so many of the weird inventions we have today are like because of like, you know, something like that in the past. Like they didn't have a choice in the matter, so they had to do something like drastic, and it turned into be like, actually, if you let cheese mold in just the right way, it's really tasty. But it like imagine that being like something in 2023. Someone's like, you just gotta milk this animal and leave it to mold for a few months. You'd be like the police would be after you for like, you know, suggesting such a thing.
Yep.
Like
That's
telling people to eat mold out of his barn. I don't know about that guy. Old crazy farmer from Switzerland. Making cheese is what he calls it. Cheese. Where did he come up with that word? It was milk. Now it's cheese. That's what we say when we're taking pictures.
so you're saying that the word cheese was used.
I'm just saying if it was invented in 2023, that would be the logic. We'd be saying cheese no matter what. It's the perfect word to say when you're taking a photo.
So it has nothing to do with
like some photographer would have come up with it if the Swiss farmer hadn't.
Right.
Gets the teeth in all the right places and your lips are pulled back just to be creepy enough. That cheese man has like a disease. What's wrong with him? What is that?
This is a girl.
Ooh. She is beautiful. Is that Josh, by the way?
It's somebody who could potentially represent
Is his hand
Josh?
in a mitten?
No, it's
and
in
is
his
he wearing
pocket.
like Doc Martens, like combat boots? Is it in his pocket? Is that what you said?
His hand's in his pocket.
He is really straight. Not in like the not like he likes girls because he's a dude. Like you could draw like a line and hide him behind it. like if you held up a finger, his body would disappear. Try it right now, everyone. Hold up a finger to the screen. His body will disappear. You might see like his toes poking out, but you'd be like, what the heck? He's got like no butt.
He's got a little bit,
but barely.
Like it exists though. Like I purposefully put it existing.
Your people today are just truly awful. I don't even understand. Oh gosh. Yeah. No. Well, now we know it's a girl.
Yeah.
Triangles mean girls.
Mm-hmm.
Just put that on a t-shirt. Oh,
she got like weird.
Like an elephant leg. What happens to these? It's like Josh has stumbled into the Wisconsin leper colony.
Got a cheese dress on.
Oh, that's creepy actually. like they have a cheese head and they're wearing
like you can imagine that this dress is, cheese colored. Which is various different colors, of course.
See, that's the power of not using color is you still get the color. Like Josh is clearly wearing brown pants and a green shirt. That person on the left, on the other hand, I don't know what his pant color is. It's gross.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want to look at his pants, which means I haven't thought about what color they are. This is my what? Her like alien from another planet boyfriend who hasn't learned how to wear pants and just tied a string around his waist. He looks like someone who's like both of them look like people who are like pretending to be humans in Wisconsin. What is with her hand? It's like a hook. This is my cousin Wiss. Really? It's not even cousin. I read it as cousin. That is not the word cousin. What is that? This is my cousin Wiss.
How do you spell cousin? Is it with a U?
C-O-U?
Yeah, okay. S-I-N?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Your words. This drawing looks like it's been through the washer. Like you're like, ooh, someone forgot to empty their pockets of this Too Poor Artist drawing. The words don't make sense. The people on the left, it clearly has done something to the pants and the arms, and it erased all of Josh's detail. Josh, I'm sorry for Benji's drawing. I hope this is not what...
That's not Josh. That's someone who could potentially represent Josh.
The idea of Josh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay. This is my Consin Wis. That's so you're saying
I'm going with.
You're saying that's how Wisconsin got its name because they're terrible.
And then this guy is saying, "Are you saying cousin?"
No, I don't think that's what he's saying. He's saying, "Are you saying sooth? So what is that first letter?"
Well, it was gonna be a C, but then I wrote an S because there's an S later in the word.
I've decided I know what Josh looks like. Josh looks like a Pez dispenser.
And he's also frowning.
Yeah.
Because he's disturbed.
Yeah.
That's also why his hands are in his pocket. Gee, this is another layer of the fight or flight response.
Yeah.
I don't want them to see my hand.
Yeah. Like, make yourself as small as possible.
Yeah.
Like, he's sucking in. I could hide behind a lamppost if I needed to.
And he might need to.
These people are like cheese zombies. Like, they're so gross looking. She's wearing a dress made out of her own face. His pants, I can't get over his pants. Everything about him just revolves around his pants. It's so weird. That line is not in the right place. Well, it is in the right place, but it's like he's in a potato sack that's like zipped up. Oh gosh. So this is how Wisconsin gets its name. Because of someone's Consin Wis, and that's supposed to mean cousin if you're in cheese country.
Is it? It might. He thinks that might be what they're saying.
I'd like to issue a formal apology.
To who?
That's a good point. Not Wisconsin. Not them.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like it's...
I think I did Wisconsin justice.
I think... Well, here's the thing. Like, yes, this is what Wisconsin is like. Josh, we'll be praying for you. Because, you know, this is just what it's like. But we should apologize to someone. Who would you like to apologize to today?
I mean, anybody who saw this, like, no one deserves, even people from Wisconsin.
That's true.
Don't deserve to have witnessed.
We're not sorry for what we've done. We're sorry that you've seen it.
Yeah. Like, we're not going to stop, and we're not going to stop uploading it.
No.
But why do you watch?
We have a choice. We could choose to not upload this, but we're going to choose to upload this.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. And you chose to watch it for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And we're sorry that you chose to do that.
How do you feel about that decision that you've made today? Do you
need to talk to someone like a professional?
Yeah, like if we're what your day has led to, then we're sorry.
Yes, we're sorry.
We'd like to take this time to advertise the Too Poor Grief Counselors YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. Not grief counselors, just counselors. If you're experiencing grief at the moment. You're mourning the loss of the last 40-ish minutes. Yeah. Too Poor Counselors coming to a YouTube channel near you.
Yeah, maybe. Probably not.
We'd be great counselors.
We would be counselors.
We could be good camp counselors. We could teach art.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go find like a camp up north. Like some Christian camp.
Like in Wisconsin.
In Wisconsin. All right, everybody. Today we're going to be drawing self-portraits of all of you.
Yeah.
And then we just go around criticizing the fact that their heads... No, Johnny. You see, you've left out the cheese holes. That's your face.
What, you're claiming you don't see yourself that way?
Let me get the triangle mirror. Like painted with holes on it.
And it makes their face look
like one of those like funhouse mirrors.
Yeah,
but
anything you look into it, it looks triangular.
I mean, but let's be real. Most parents are sending their kids off to camp wearing cheese heads.
Yeah,
stuff,
we could,
because
yeah.
they're in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
It's not going to really be an issue. It's
No.
the one kid who came from out of state who's going to feel real
Right.
uncomfortable. He's going to be like Josh over there. He'll be like, what happened to, what's the kid's name that's not from Wisconsin? What happened to Wilfred?
Where's Wilfred from?
He's from Europe. He's like, oh, I see his nose and man bun sticking out from that telephone pole over there. Oh, does he have his hands in his pockets again?
Yeah.
All right, approach slowly now, but go tell him it's time for dinner. Guess what we're having? Cheese.
Yep. With the
Cheese
side
curds.
of milk.
String cheese. Cheese sandwiches, which is really just like a piece of cheddar cheese between two pieces of Swiss cheese.
Mm-hmm. Maybe if you're lucky, you'll have an American cheese on it.
Oh, yeah. American cheese. Which is funny because all cheese was invented in Wisconsin.
Yeah,
so
of
it's
course.
really
I mean, all
American
cheese is American
Yeah,
cheese. But then there's also American cheese.
Mm-hmm. It's when you have grilled cheese. It's the only kind that's proper.
Yeah, people make fun of American cheese a lot, but they just use it in the wrong things.
Yeah, the problem is people should be making fun of all kinds of cheese because it's literally just like Farmer Johnson's bucket of milk that he left in the barn after he died of cholera.
Yep. And then someone just decided to eat it.
Yeah, desperate times in Wisconsin.
Makes sense.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, we've already apologized, so we should probably just end the video.
It is true. Josh, we wish you well. Your corner will be here for you, hopefully occupied when you get back by someone will
be
too poor
keeping it
art
warm
intern
for you.
Yeah, but not too warm, because only you can do that. See you next time.
Bye.
As always, we're surprised you made it this far into our video. You think Josh's butt has like a different temperature? Like that corner is like accustomed to his
specific butt temperature.
I think there's like an imprint from where he's been sitting.
But like a heat imprint.
Like a heat imprint, like a scorch mark.
Yeah.
As always, we're surprised you made it this far into our video.
There's no way we could possibly ask you to subscribe to this atrocity, so we won't.
We would say share it with your friends, but it's probably better for wasting your enemy's time.
We're probably not going to get any better, but we will keep drawing.
See you next time.